I'm just so tired of everything, like everything. I'm tired of struggling through this process alone. I'm tired of struggling through this process in silence because society is so good at keeping us afraid. I know that everybody is going through their own struggles, and most of them are struggling in silence because society is not set up to support the struggle, the internal struggle that we all go through living this life. I'm here to share my struggle because I'm tired of struggling in silence. And I don't care anymore about what it freaking looks like or who likes it or who is cringed about it. I don't care. I can't do this anymore. I have to speak my truth. I have to. I don't know. It's so much to navigate. It's so much to figure out. And it's been hard for me to exist in this society now that I've become more self-aware. See, I think the system is designed to keep us distracted, to keep us conforming to their rules. But once you wake up to the fact that you're not what you've been doing, or what you've been doing is not beneficial to you, or it's literally, they've conditioned us to engage in self-destructive behaviors, activities, and normalize that shit. And now that I'm actually taking responsibility for my own well-being, I'm noticing that that looks self-destructive. And it blows my mind because I'm like, everything I was doing before was self-destructive. Now that I'm focused on my well-being and my internal state and actually like understanding myself so I can live a more fulfilling life and a more purposeful life and a life that's actually healthy, I look self-destructive. And it's challenging for me because I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you have people around you that are not on this journey, that's not as dedicated to doing this work, you feel very isolated and not supported. But I've already decided, and I can't go back, that my life has to be lived the way I decide. And now that I understand that I've wasted or I've spent 40 years of my life doing what everybody else deemed normal or right, and it led me here, I'm not going back. I can't go back. So it's been really challenging, to say the least. I was forced to freaking prioritize my own well-being. If I die, then what? That was an eye-opener for me, and everything shifted from there. This process has been so challenging. It's been so challenging because everything that happened deconstructed everything I thought I knew. Everything I built my identity on. Everything that I've been doing all my life. So I'm just tired of suffering in silence, of going through this challenging time in silence. And I know I've been posting a lot about, spirituality and, positivity, and that's ultimately what my goal is to use what I've been through to have a more positive outlook on life. But when I tell you the struggle is real, the struggle is freaking real, because everything has been deconstructed, every single thing that I knew, and I'm rebuilding. So everything that I was engaging in before was destructive, but now that I'm focused inward, somehow I'm looking like I'm being destructive because I'm deconstructing the program that I was conditioned to partake in. And when you're drinking alcohol and you're listening to unconscious music and you're watching the news and you're eating crap and all the stuff that we all do, we do it without even freaking thinking. We do it because everybody else is doing it. We do it because it looks normal. We do it because it's what's socially acceptable. What have we been doing? The society I have to exist in with this level of awareness is not fun. And it's tiring, it's draining, and I'm doing my best, but it's not fun sometimes. And that's why I stay isolated so much. That's why I stay to myself. That's why I'm so selective. And that's why I refuse to just go back out there just to survive in this society. I don't want to just survive in this society anymore. I want to live my life. So everything that I'm doing looks destructive because it's deconstructing the shit that they told me they tell us we have to do. So that's why it looks destructive, because they want us focused on paying bills and working and paying for poison food and doing all this stuff that does not benefit us. It does not benefit us. If you look at all the stuff you engage in every day, is it good for your well-being? No. We're engaging in shit that's destructive, that keeps us low vibrational and easily controlled. And that is their plan. But now I know better, and I'm going to do differently, because that's what else. I can't go back to sleep. I can't unsee. I can't unknow this shit. My energy and my time is all I have. And they've been capitalizing on that, on all of our time and energy. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I'm doing my best, but it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes. So I'm gonna be honest, because we're all struggling. I don't care who you are. You can pretend if you want, but it doesn't change it. At the end of the day, I have to figure out what I have to do for me. And you have to figure out what you have to do for you. This is not a competition. We're all on our own unique journeys, and everybody's doing the best they can. Every single person's experience is different. Regardless if we're having the same experience or not, we're experiencing it differently. And that has always fascinated me. But I have a deeper understanding for that now. And I literally crave interaction, like genuine interactions, because I get an opportunity to experience the true essence of another being. Because I only know my life and what I'm experiencing. Only my existence, only my experience is all I know, until I get to interact with another human being, to share my experience with them, for them to share their experience with me, for me to get a glimpse into what life may look like to them. And I crave that. I crave that so deeply. And it's like, I keep running into people that are still just not vulnerable or honest enough, or feel safe enough, or they're just scared. They're just trying to pretend that, to get along and go along and look as normal as possible. Like, stop. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. And that's why I decided this morning, I'm not doing that shit no more. It's not easy navigating this shit alone at all. And again, this is a new perspective for me. This is all new to me, and I'm still understanding and learning and figuring it all out. But I've developed a framework for my life now that's more aligned with what I now know and who I now know I am, and I'm putting that framework into practice. And it's challenging because it goes against everything, the way I was operating before, and everything that society deems normal. So I have to be brave enough to do this work for myself. And it's challenging. It really, really is. And I don't know how this is all going to play out, but I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. So from now on, I'm just going to keep documenting my journey, sharing my story, sharing parts of my journey that I've already experienced, and how, because from this perspective here now, I'm looking back at a lot of the phases of my journey, and I'm understanding it better now, and I'm using that hindsight to help me navigate the rest of my life. So I'm going to be sharing all of that hindsight and all of those experiences that I had and how it all ties together, and just be real and be raw and honest and transparent about it all, because I know we're all struggling. I know we're all doing our best, and there's no need for us to pretend that everything is okay. Like, everything is fucked up. Look at the state of this country right now. And I don't get too caught up and involved in that stuff, but there's a crumbling of a lot of stuff happening because we need to rebuild. And that's exactly what I'm personally experiencing. My life crumbled. Everything that I knew and thought and believed crumbled. Like, none of that is real for me anymore. And now trying to reconstruct in the rubble, through the dust, trying to find my way, just has been the most challenging thing I've ever experienced in my life. Ever. But as long as I'm here, I have to trust this process. I'm going to stay committed to this journey, because that shit is whack as fuck, yo. Like, when I think back at all the shit that I used to do, like, what the hell? What the actual fuck? I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to hop on here and share what it is that I wanted to share, because it's hard for me to do this alone. And I'm really not alone. You know, we're not alone. We're all literally all connected. We're all one. So to feel so alone in such a vast, infinite universe that we're all a part of is crazy. So this is my way of sharing my truth. Like, this is real life. Like, life is fucking happening right now. Shit is falling apart right now. And everybody's doing their best to keep it together. But we've been so disconnected from who we really are. We're becoming further and further disconnected from each other. We're going into a digital world where AI is taking over. More people talk to AI than they do humans sometimes. Most people interact with computers than they do with humans sometimes. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And although I'm noticing that this human physical body is technically a fancy, high-tech, expensive-ass computer, because our brain is programmable, if that's a real word, and we've been programmed to operate the way that we're operating, technically, I see robots now. When I engage with people, they're so robotic. We're on autopilot. And this programming is running our lives. And I had to do this work, and I had to figure this out. And like, the challenges that came with this shit, like, just learning to be more present and more intentional. I was like, what the heck? I can't focus my attention on something for more than 2-3 seconds. My brain is running off somewhere else. So I'm like, if this present moment is all I have and I'm not presently here, I'm not experiencing this. I'm time traveling with my brain, with my mind. I'm all over the place. I'm worrying about the past, or I should have done this, or I need to do that, or something else that's not present. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? And I had a daily practice for me. Every day, practice focusing my attention on the present moment. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like, oh, try it. How long can you stay present without having a side thought? Or when you're having a conversation with someone, when you're experiencing something, how present are you? When you're washing your hands, do you feel your hands? Do you feel the water? Do you smell the soap? Or are you sitting there thinking about, oh my God, I need to do this, I need some more? You're not present. I don't think you're aware of how much you're not present. And the present moment is all you have. That realization blew my mind. I was like, what the heck? So I committed to practicing being more present. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I listened to that book often. It was very instrumental in my practice, my daily practice of being present, because it was wild when I really sat and thought about it. But that's just one thing. Like, there's so many facets, so many different aspects of unlearning and reprogramming your subconscious mind. Like, the limiting beliefs that I had, I'm living my life based on those beliefs. I don't even remember what and who said them. Uncovering what all those were. This work is hard work, and it's not easy while trying to navigate this society that we're forced to live in. And that's the work that I've been doing, and it's not fucking easy. So there's days where I feel great and I'm like, I don't care. I have all these new beliefs and all these new truths and all these new values, and I use them as my guide on my journey now. But it's contrary to how I used to exist and how society operates. So it's challenging. So I'm very selective, I'm very intentional, and I'm isolated a lot because it's draining. Like, being present and intentional, being aware and intentional, it's draining. The system that is running on autopilot, our subconscious mind, our subconscious programming, runs on autopilot. So we don't have to think about it. We don't have to use that much energy. So when you're undoing that and relearning and reprogramming, you have to be more intentional, and it's exhausting. And I made this analogy before, and I made this correlation before about babies, why they sleep so much. Because they're programming their subconscious mind. They're learning all this stuff, and they're practicing it, and it's exhausting. They have to be present, and they're trying to figure out how to move their hands and how to exist in this world and how to stay safe and how to get their needs met. And every second of the day, every waking hour is them trying to figure it out. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I'm tired. But like I said, as long as I'm here and I have breath in my lungs, I'm gonna do this work. I don't care how it looks, how destructive it looks to everybody else and to society and people that are still asleep. I don't care. This whole fucking shit is crumbling. Do you not see? This is a rare opportunity for all of us to reconstruct a life that feels good, that's actually healthy, that's safe. So I'm gonna continue to do that work, and I'm gonna have to get through whatever comes from it, because I can't go back. I won't go back. Like, I literally cannot. The way this society is designed, it's not designed for my well-being. It's not designed for me to reach my full potential. It's not designed for me to be empowered. It's not designed to support this work. So I'm doing it against all of that. And I'm fine with that. Like I said, I'd rather die standing than live on my knees.